Hi, my name is Daniel. I'm the head instructor of Focus Pilates Singapore, and this is Sunny. Today we're going to go through an exercise, a very common exercise in the mat work as well as the reformer classes. It's called Mermaid. Okay, now Mermaid is actually where we're side bending the spine. Okay, so we're flexing the spine to the side to improve our range of motion to the side bending. But it's not just about side bending, it's about side bending with good articulation of the spine, making sure we get as much movement as we can from every level of the spine, okay, without excessive movement through one or two joints. Okay. Now Sunny's sitting now in what we call a Z-sit position. Okay. If it's uncomfortable for the knee, then quite often we'll change to like a cross-legged position. Okay. Cross-legged position is a lot less strain from the knee there, and sometimes also good for getting a little bit more height out of the spine. But we'll get Sunny back in our Z-sit position there. Now it's important in any spine articulation exercise that you have as much height in your spine as possible. This frees up the vertebra to be able to move in different planes of movement. So we'll get Sunny to lift her arms out to the side here. And let's pay attention to the waist here. Okay, so we have nice equal length both sides of the waist there. Okay, so we're going to get Sunny to side bend over to the right side. Okay, notice how the waist stays nice and long. She brings her hand down into the floor. She has a slight bend in this elbow so she can push the heel of the hand into the floor to help to give that nice up and over feel. Top arm comes over, palm facing down, and if you look at this curve here, okay, it kind of goes up and then arcs over. So we get this nice continuous arc right from the side of the waist and the spine up through the arm there. Now we get her to restack the spine up, okay, sitting just as tall as before, if not taller. Okay, we can get it a side bend to the other side. Now bring the hand down. So you're going to get a little bit more of a stretch on this side, okay, because of the leg position holding that waist down. Okay, so again, nice length and curve here, and this length through the arm. We don't really want to have this kind of dangly bent arm. Okay, you'll lose a bit of the stretch there, so you need that lengthened arm, palm face down. Okay, let's restack the spine up. Now let's go through a couple of things that we see in the class which we want to try and avoid. Okay, so as Sunny side bends to the right side again. Okay, quite often what we can see here is the shoulders elevating. Okay, so you see the space between ears and shoulders on both sides is no longer the same. Okay, so you should get this shoulder tension. So we want these shoulders to be softening down from here. Okay, and that nice length there. One of the other things we see is these ribs do what we call translation. So rather than getting this nice lengthening, curving over, we have these ribs shifting out to the side. So basically, it's one vertebra at the top shifting across like that. Okay, we're looking for this nice lengthened arm position. Okay, let's come back up into our upright position. Other thing we see as we side bend over is this outside hip tends to lift. Now, if this hip lifts, okay, then what we're going to do is we're not going to get that nice opening at the side here. Okay, so we want that hip to be anchored. Okay, if you want to increase the stretch here, a couple of nice deep breaths into the side of the ribs really help to open up the ribs there. Okay, and help to release these muscles of the waist and improve the mobility of our spine. Okay, let's come back up. And now what we'll do is we'll turn Sunny onto the side so you can get a view from the side, and we can have a look at the spine angle from there. Okay, so Sunny's balanced on her sit bones, nice vertical spine. Okay, what we don't want is we don't want the pelvis to be tilting forward and the spine to be arched like that. Okay, we want this nice vertical alignment there. Now get the arms to float up. Again, side bending over to the right side, hand down. Okay, you notice this spine again nice and straight. Okay, it's as if she's kind of sandwiched between two panes of glass. Okay, you just got this nice line from the hip up through the side of the waist and out through the hand there. She's not dropping her chin, she's keeping her eyes looking straight ahead. Just do one more back up to the start and do one more side bend to the right there, Sunny. Okay, so remember these points whenever you're doing the Mermaid in the mat class or in the reformer class. Okay, same principles, go for length, okay, and try and get a little bit of movement at each level of the spine.